welcome back to another Casual Friday. Today I'm going to share with you not only the products that I enjoyed during this week, but actually the products that I loved during the month of May. Also, if you don't know or if you're new to my channels, I do Casual Fridays every Friday where I'll share with you the products that I did love for that week on that weekly makeup basket. So if you're interested in more favorites of this month, then I'm going to link those videos down below so you can take a look at that. But these ones are the ultimate, my favorite products of all the month, something that I really want to even repeat if I have to. So if you're interested in all that, then just keep watching this video. Thanks. Let's go ahead and get started with the products that I didn't like this week. The first one is this Rimmel Exaggerate Undercover Shadow Primer. This I did a first impression on that I'm gonna link down below. But basically what I don't like about it is that it's very sticky and it makes it harder to, I don't know, blend your eyeshadows. It makes them look darker just because they're kind of wet, but it doesn't do anything other than that. So it's hard to blend. It's kind of shimmery, so I feel like that's the drama that it gives you the most. It's kind of shimmer. So that's not something that I really want to do with my primer. I just want to make sure that it lasts a really long time, that it makes my blending easier, or at least that it doesn't bother my blending. And this did nothing like that. So if you want more, if you want to see it in action, how I applied it, and then when I wanted to blend the eyeshadow and what it did, that it didn't let me see it, I'm gonna link that comparison. I did my Holy Grail eye primer and this one, and I mean they're totally different, but I just wanted to see if it was anything like it or if it was just not a good product. So once again, that video is gonna be linked down below. Something else that I'm gonna link down below is the first impression on this Revlon concealer. This is one of those products that I just actually hate, and both of these products are going back to the store. If the stores were really far away from my house, or if I didn't have, you know, to go somewhere close to them, maybe I wouldn't return them, you know, just because I'm gonna spend my money on gas and whatever, and they're not that expensive. But I feel like I'm not gonna use these two products. They're that bad, so I don't see the point of sharing with somebody, because I don't think this will work for anybody. I think there's better things out there and they're less expensive than this one. This was about $13 and didn't do anything. I have my MAC Pro Longwear, which I compared to this one, and that one is $19. So I rather save that money and buy my Pro Longwear than just use something that I don't really like, that it lasts just a few hours, that is kind of grayish looking, that it oxidizes on my skin. It's just not a good product. It doesn't work for me. So of course I'm gonna return it and try to get anything out of it. Even when I bought it with coupons, no, I just don't like this. I actually hate it. One of the things that I did like this month is this palette from BH Cosmetics, and this is the Galaxy Chick. I have quite a few videos that I was wearing some of the eyeshadows. I even did a tutorial on this orange one that I'm gonna link down below. I don't know how it's gonna look because I have a lot of lights around me because it's kind of cloudy, and sometimes the sun comes out and I'm gonna be brighter, and it's just, yeah, crazy weather. Anyways, this palette, I love it. I've been using this middle row the most, and I'm gonna share a lot of tutorials with this palette for the summertime, because I think that they're colorful, yes, but they're not, I don't know, too young, that I can still, you know, I can still pull it off. I think that they look young, they look beautiful, they look fun, they look summery, but I'm not gonna look older just because I'm trying to look younger. You know what that means? It's just, you know, sometimes you try so hard to look young and whatever, and it ages you even more. So I think that you can still use this palette for more young and fresh and summery kind of looks without looking like you're trying too hard. So I love this palette. If you don't have it, it's just, you should totally try it. It's about $14 and it has a lot of colors that I think you can incorporate into a summer look. The mascaras that I love this month, and actually the mascaras that I love from my entire collection right now, are these two. The first one is the Revlon Bold Lacquer, and I did a first impression on this mascara that I'm gonna link down below as well. This mascara gives me a very similar look to my Chorus one, or Chorus, I don't know how you pronounce that one, but I love that mascara. It's my holy grail mascara from Sephora, and it gives me the appearance that I have a lot of lashes. And yeah, it does the same, pretty much the same thing for me. Like I mentioned before, I have a first impression on it that I'm gonna link down below in case you want to see how the application goes and how it looks on my lashes, but I basically love this one. Now, the Best Lash Extreme from Jordana, it's amazing, but it's different. This one, it gives me more of I don't know, voluminous and longer lashes, but I don't know, they're kind of different. It doesn't look, I don't want to say clumpy, but it doesn't make my lashes look as much or as many as the Revlon one does. So I still like this look for a different kind of eye look. It's just that they do different things, and that's why I love them both. I'm gonna do a little side note right here. When I did the comparison with the Revlon and the MAC one, that they look pretty much the same, and they did look pretty much the same at the beginning for a few hours, but it was still looking ashy. The Revlon one was looking ashy, and I just didn't like it. And the point of the video was that they were so close. I mean, I consider that it was so close in price, $13.95, $19 the MAC one. I think they were just so close in price that I could not see myself using the Revlon one because it didn't work as a good concealer. It worked like just an okay concealer, a 3-hour kind of concealer that you can find at the drugstore for $3 from the e.l.f. line. So I'm just saying that it's not worth the money. You know, I'm not saying it's a total crap product or that, you know, it doesn't work at all. Kind of works. Maybe it will work for other people, but I don't think it's worth $13. So a lot of people were asking me, okay, but what if you don't have the money to buy the MAC or whatever? And I just want to do a quick mention of this Sonia Kashuk palette. This is a Hidden Agenda. This is in the color light, but they have different colors that you can match to your skin. I think this is one of the most amazing concealer palettes that you can find, or concealer. I mean, this is just amazing. I think that if you don't want to really splurge on the MAC one, even though I would save for it, this is something pretty good, and that it will cover your darkness. You have a bunch of colors and you can use for different things. Even it has a powder to set the concealer. So if you're around Target and you feel like trying a new drugstore concealer, this is a pretty good one. Another thing that I've been doing lately is kind of layering my eyeshadows, and I did a video, Casual Friday, on that of course is going to be linked down below if you want to see the combinations that I came up with. Actually, what I want to share with you is just the technique. You know, I've been just layering individual eyeshadows with cream eyeshadows and come up with my own kind of look for, or my own kind of color for those combinations, and I really enjoy that. It was so much fun to create different colors and just, you know, I don't know, change it a little bit using some products that I haven't used in a while because I got bored of the color, or I just didn't feel like use that color anymore, and changing it up with some cream products is just amazing. The first thing that I have right here to show you is this Continuous Almond. This is from Jordana and it's a 12 hours made to last. This is a great product. The only thing I should mention is if you use this, you have to actually set it with a powder. Let's say you put this all over your lid, you blend it, and then you go with a white eyeshadow, with a cream eyeshadow, whatever your skin tone is, something like that. Because I feel like sometimes this makes it harder to blend my eyeshadows. I don't know if it's just me, but that's what I've been noticing with this kind. The color, it's amazing. It is very wearable. It really hides all the darkness. It's this one right here. The other one that I've been using that it's pretty much the same kind of concept is the MAC Painterly paint pot. They look pretty similar. I mean, the Painterly one is kind of pinkyish, or more pinky than the other one. And the only thing when I've been using this is so much is because I left it on the car and I feel like the consistency changed. It's more creamy and I'm thinking it's gonna go bad quicklier. Is that a word? I don't know. But anyways, I want to use it because I love this product. It's just that I try so many different ones that sometimes I forget what I have, and this is one of the things that I truly love from MAC, and that I think that I should use more because I really don't want it to go bad, and at the same time I love the looks that it gives me. And also I've been using, like I mentioned before, just layering eyeshadows. I've been using my cream eyeshadows, all the colors from my cream eyeshadows. I mean, I've tried them all. I even have one underneath the eye look that I have today. I mean, whatever, just cream products, and then on top of that some powder eyeshadows, and I've been loving that look for the whole month. Lastly, and before my battery dies, I have two products. The first one is the one that I got on my Ipsy subscription bag. This is the Dr. Brandt Microdermabrasion. I've mentioned on one of my latest empties is that I needed a new microdermabrasion because I was having some kind of reaction to the Mary Kay one. Well, it seems like they sent me this and it solved my problem. This is very gentle. It has little micro, the tiniest beads that you can find. This has them, and then on top of that, it not only exfoliates your skin, but it makes my pores look smaller, especially around this time of the year where they look bigger. And I feel like it's gentle enough that it doesn't irritate my skin, but at the same time I can see the change on my skin every time I use this. I feel like it's more luminous, it's more awake, it's not that grayish. I'm the kind of person that get grayish skin. Like whenever I have dead skin, my skin will look especially in this area, it will look gray. So I need to exfoliate, and I needed a brand new microdermabrasion. I'm really excited about it. Somebody told me this is about $80, so I'm not excited about the price, but I'm gonna finish it, and then I want to decide if it's really worth the $80. So far, I've been loving it. And lastly, it's also something from my Ipsy subscription, and I'm going to do a tutorial with all the products that I have from Ipsy. I'll probably record that next week, at the beginning of next week. But anyways, this is a moisturizer that I got in my last Ipsy's bag, and this is the Pure Liss Pure Moist Hydra Balance Moisturizer, and this is for normal to dry skin. I love this moisturizer, and I've been so loyal to my Mary Kay one. I want to say 15 years that I've been using it. I was using the regular one and then the Time Wise one since I was 18, so more than 12 years ago, 13 years ago, I started using the Time Wise, and I cannot change it. I tried different things, but I always go back to my Mary Kay one because I believe that it makes my skin look better, and at the same time it has the anti-aging that I love. Having said that, this has worked for me amazingly. It's lightweight enough that I can use it before I apply my makeup during this time of the year. Sometime when it's hot, I feel like my skin, it's always like sweating, and I'm talking about on my face, I'm not talking about my body. So whenever I apply sunscreen that is not specific for my face, I'll have like a sweaty face. If I use a moisturizer that is thick, then I will get a sweaty face, and I don't like that. Well, I've tried this one underneath my makeup, and it's amazing. It doesn't even give me that sweaty sensation, and my Mary Kay one doesn't either. I'm comparing one to, to other ones, this one to other ones that I've tried, and I don't know, I just feel like it's a good moisturizer. It makes me feel like I'm really moisturized and nice, but at the same time I don't feel like I'm wearing anything on my skin. So loving this. I'm gonna try to use it up and see if I want to try maybe a package or a whole set of this brand, and maybe compare it to my Holy Grail Mary Kay skincare routines. Well girls, that was it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Honestly, I have a bunch of products right here that I wanted to include into this video, but it's gonna be long as it is, and I don't want to do a 20-minute video on this. I'm gonna slowly start mentioning some products on my Casual Fridays and show you some stuff that I've been loving, but this is the main thing that I just was so excited to use throughout this month. I can't really believe that we're almost in summer. We had an amazing Memorial Day. We went to the mountains for a hike and there was snow, but snow that while we were hiking, my leg would go down into the snow for probably until my knee. It will reach my knee. So it was kind of challenging, but my kids, they were up for the challenge. They love to be up there in the mountains, and just, you know, we fed the squirrels. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm gonna leave the link down below if you want to follow me there. I just put the picture of my husband feeding these little squirrels, and it was such an amazing time. You know, it was nice. I mean, there was snow, but it wasn't cold. Then we came down to a park to go for a walk and whatever and eat, and it was like 95 degrees. So it's that crazy, this weather. Go up in the mountains and then you're freezing, go down into the valley and then you're hot. So yes, that's what we're dealing with right now. So anyways, I'm dealing with the cloudy weather. Now it's sunny. I don't know how this light is gonna look, but I hope you actually enjoyed all these things. As I mentioned before, it's really nice to recommend a product and tell you why I like it so much, but I think that on my videos sometimes I talk a little bit more because I want to be more specific on certain things, and it actually give you different ideas or maybe techniques or different things that I'm doing, like layering products and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of different that you can try at home without having to go out and buy a specific product. I think we just have to really, I don't know, put to use those products that we already have at home, and we don't want them to go bad on us. So anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on my Monday's video. Mwah!